Talking a second ago about your versatility and how you really fit so well with this club doing so many different things. And part of that versatility is coming off the bench to hit. You know, when you're coming off the bench to hit, it's a totally different mindset than starting. So what was that like for you? Because you got a couple of bats tonight. What is your approach coming off the bench?
Yeah, luckily I've had a lot of practice at it in the last 3 or 4 years, and you know, really just trying not to do too much. Go up there and have a good at bat. You know, I was trying to just poke a ball into right field, maybe get a hit. And
that's quite
like
a poke.
Said, he kind of left that slider up. Yeah.
Hey, Chris Young here. With the 106 wins this season, how good does it feel to finally get past this one-game series to actually get deep into the playoffs?
Oh, it feels good. You know, there's so much pressure with the one game, especially Cardinals have been playing great baseball. We know they've been hot, so we knew it was going to be a battle. And yeah, we're just, it's a relief to get that one out of the way. Now we got a big series against the Giants.
Hey, Chris, last thing, on the one game, what kind of extra planning did it go into? You guys have extra meetings? I mean, take us behind the curtain, the depth of what might have gone on to getting ready for this game.
Just like every playoff game, you know, the scouting's a little more advanced. You go a little more in depth into each pitcher, each situation, things that might come up. This game we had so many guys available off the bench, so we knew we had to be ready from the get-go. And you know, you saw 4 or 5 guys come in and contribute tonight.
Was that a childhood dream come true tonight for you?
Absolutely.
What a night, Chris Taylor.
Stuff.
Congratulations. It was fun to watch. Enjoy the party, okay?
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, there you have Chris Taylor, a walk-off home run that punches the Dodgers' ticket into the division series, where for the first time in a postseason series, they will face the San Francisco Giants.
And you know what, Greg? This year will be the 70th anniversary of the Bobby Thompson. The Giants win the pennant. So the Dodgers walk off to get to face the Giants, who won the pennant off against the Dodgers.
Yes.
That was 1951. So how cool is this series going to be? It's all set up.
If I'm Chris
Couldn't write
Taylor,
a better script.
If I'm Chris Taylor, I'm not sleeping tonight. You come into the game, you come into this series, you see your name not in the lineup. You're like, it's a National League game. I'll find my way in there. You know, maybe I'll go in defensive substitution, come in for a pitch hit at bat, maybe in the 5th, 6th, 7th inning, depending on what Scherzer's doing. And you come up in that situation and come through. I mean, I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm so hyped.
Could you imagine?
I'm hyped sitting here watching the game, so I can't imagine what he's going through.
You know what's amazing about the Dodgers? I remember this a couple years ago, talking to Dave Roberts behind the cage during one of the World Series. I said, how do you keep these guys sharp? Because think about it. You're not getting at bats like Chris Taylor said, hey, I've gotten used to it over the last 3 or so years.
Luckily, I've done it a lot. Luckily, I haven't started a lot of games.
Yeah. So what do they do?
Being on board.
You know what they do a lot? They have simulated games. So they're facing pitchers to keep them, giving them game rep at bats. Because I don't know how's Albert Pujols stay sharp. He hadn't played in a month.
He had a good swing tonight.
Yeah, so you get these rep at bats. They've been able to make it work.
That just comes from understanding where you are and understanding that the organization that you're playing in and the guys that you have around you, and saying, hey, if this is where I am right now, this is the kind of guy I have to be. I have to be versatile. I have to be able to be in and out the lineup and find a way to stay fresh, whether that's me standing in bullpens every day, whether that's me being in the cage off the pitching machine, hitting off the tee, extra swings, whatever it is, I have to make sure I'm ready. Yeah. He could go to another team and be an everyday starter, which he'll get that opportunity again, you know, soon enough. But when you're there in the Dodgers and you're in the playoffs, you have to let all of that go and then try to find a way to do your part.
I'll tell you what, man, for the first time, we've seen the Dodgers do this a lot, where they take a pitcher out and do different things. It's the first time I've seen Dave Roberts get an earful from one of them, because Max was not happy.
He was not at all.
He was not happy.
I'm being told that Max is actually happy now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Lauren Gardner is on the field, standing by with 2 former Nationals, Max Scherzer and Trey Turner.
Okay, Max, we just saw that special moment there with you and your former teammate. What were you guys saying?
Just appreciate he came out here. You know, all the years we play with them, to have a championship with them, it just, you know, you get in these postseasons, so much emotion gets into it, and he's had it with us, and so for him to be here, that's just a special moment for both of us.
I just saw you walking around in the infield, kind of taking it all in. Where does this currently rank amongst all the big wins in your career?
I mean, it's just a big win. You knew this was going to be a pin and needle game. It was going to be a fight from both sides, and that's what happened. You know, it 1-1 ball game all the way through, and you know it's going to take a big swing from somebody, and CT did it, man. What a swing by him.
Yeah, chess match there between two managers. About the depth of your club.
Yeah, everybody, you know, top to bottom, everybody, you know, the doc puts in, you know, he knows what their strengths are, and he puts them in the best situation possible. So that's the strength of this organization as I've gotten over here to understand why they're so good. And Doc understanding his personnel is the reason why this team goes out there and plays the way they do.
Trey, how fun is it for you to celebrate with your teammate? And of course, your former teammate showing up like that. # good friend.
Like I said, when I got here, winning doesn't get old. I like winning, and doing it in October and this time of year with this guy again is going to be special. It was special tonight, and you know, it was great seeing those guys and coming out and appreciating it. Like Max said, you don't know how the years are going to go, who you're going to play with, but when you build good relationships with people, you know, you cherish those, and those are some good guys right there.
How will you remember this victory?
I don't know. It was a long game. That was a long game. I forgot how long postseason games are, but it's nice. It feels good. Feels good to get a win and move on, and you know, keep having a chance to win a World Series.
Okay, you guys head up the coast tomorrow. What's the key to walking away with a victory in that series? Trey, we'll start with you.
A lot of what we did tonight, just keep battling. We're going to need a lot of guys to step up. The bullpen, guys like Max and Julio and Buehler and everybody on the pitching staff, and then you don't know who's going to get down.
Just win, baby. Just win.
I think we should end on that note. Just win, baby. Congratulations, guys. We'll see you in San Francisco.
Lauren Gardner there on the field in Los Angeles after an emotional 3-1 walk-off victory. Max, Harold was not mistaken, was not a happy camper. He was very upset. And it led to, they always say, you know, when you shake hands on live TV, it's awkward. It doesn't look good. That was an awkward shake of the hand on the mound.
Nice job. He's like, what?
I think he's like, give me the ball. And Max is like, I'll shake your hand instead. That was cool because Max did not want to come out of the game. That's why he's a legend at this point.
Oh, absolutely. But you know what? The depth of the Dodgers allows you to do that. Not many teams can get away with it. Look, last night we saw Garrett Cole. Watch this. There's your awkward exchange. Look at him. He's like, he is chapped. It's the 5th inning.
He never gave him the ball. He had to take the ball out of his glove.
He's like, look, man, I was in Washington all them years, Detroit, everywhere I've gone, I get the ball right here. And so what he said here, what he said to him was, look, man, here's the deal. You might be a little upset. Dave Roberts, we'll show it again one more time. He comes out and he says, why can you take me out? Are you kidding me? You kidding me? He says, here's why I can make that move. Because, you know what? We got this guy right here. Yeah, he used to pitch Mr. Kelly in Boston. He shut games down for them. He's got nasty stuff. Don't worry about it. We'll get through it. The same hook we saw in Boston. Get it done. And then they go to the 7th inning. He said, you know what? Because I got Trinan. Know who he used to be? Yeah, he's a closer for the Oakland A's. Don't worry about it, Max. We got depth. You know what happened? And he came out and got the big punch out. Well, you know what they did in the 8th? You know what? We went to another closer. That's Corey Knebel. He used to be the closer for the Brewers. Funky, nasty movement all over the place. So, Max, we got depth. Don't worry about it. We're going to get out of this. Look at this. Can you believe it? And then they go to Kenley. I mean, the Dodgers, with the richness of what they can do, and I didn't even put Gratterall in this tape.
No, he had an easy 5-pitch inning.
I mean, when you can go and steal everybody else's closer and say, hey, you want to come here? I feel like I'm watching an NBA team. Let me recruit you. Come on, play with me. We're going to win a title. And when you can do that, that's nice.
And that's not the situation that you're normally in when you're a dominant starting pitcher like a Max Scherzer. Normally you're in situations where, hey, I'm the best option. No matter who else you got out there, I'm the best option. And you're not used to having a lights-out bullpen, one of the best bullpens in the league, over here since he's been over here with the Dodgers. So the fact that those guys were able to come in, shut it down, keep everything in play, kept them in the game, and gave them an opportunity for Taylor to come through and win that game.
Was his stuff good?
His stuff was average, and I think when you talk to Scherzer after the game, he's going to admit that, no, he didn't have his best stuff today. But what separates him from everybody else, from all the other even really good pitchers in this game, is that when he doesn't have his good stuff, he still can find a way to get outs. He's trying to work his fastball. He's trying to find his slider slide. He's trying to find his changeup, and he's he's all over the place. I mean, I think he's not giving a lot of competitive pitches that are easy to take. You have the wild pitch. You had Edman, who worked the great at-bat to start the game, still a base. They put pressure on him early, and credit to the Cardinals, they let him know, hey, you're not going to just come in here and mow us down. But what Scherzer was able to do is go to his bread and butter when he gets in trouble. He gets behind the count. He can always go to that fastball and blow it by guys. Locate his slider well when he needs it, and find a way to scrape through innings and put a good outing together. You know, Edman had some great at-bats against Scherzer today. They had his back against the wall, and he was able to grind through. So even when Roberts comes out to get him, he still feels like, hey, I got enough to get these guys out. I got enough to get the job done. Don't take me out the game. I can get these guys out. Don't bring anybody else in.
I don't think that's what Dave Roberts wanted to do.
No.
I think he put his hand out like, give me the ball.
He said,
and Max shook his hand.
No, I'm not.
and then after the handshake, if you watch it, he goes, and Dave Roberts had to take the ball out of his glove.
Dave's walking up there. Don't make this awkward, Max.
Yeah.
Don't make this awkward.
Well, he's already had one of those
Don't pull Rich Hill on me.
Don't pull Rich Hill. The kids at home don't remember that. But that might have to be your final strike at the end of the night.
Oh, man.
Showing poor Dave Roberts just can't get a baseball from a starting pitcher anymore. I mean, these guys make it difficult on him. On the other side, I thought Adam Wainwright was just awesome.
He was awesome. And you know what? You know what was great about him? He enjoyed, and he's like, I'm getting position to drop it down. He lays off a tough slider. Yeah, here's the other thing, people. When you're bunting, you track the ball better because you're already in a position to track it. And you just set the angle and get it down. That was a veteran move. He was into the game, man. He was focused. He was ready. Knew he was up against. But here's what I was talking about. That tribute to all the servicemen. You know, you do that at the games. He's like, yes, thank you for your service. Let me go throw and entertain you for a little bit. You know, just understanding the moment. But this, when he looks back at this game, this will be his inning. This third inning right here, bases loaded, you got one out, and how you going to get out of this? Because everybody was, I mean, you got Trey Turner coming up. I'm like, this game getting ready to get broke open real quick. He throws him a breaking ball, lays off it, he falls down 2-0. And I mean, it doesn't matter how many hooks he throws, you're going to jump on that. Fouled off the heater. This guy hit .328 this year, led the league in hitting. Trey Turner can hit, folks. And now you go 3-2. And you know Wainwright's going to throw a hook. He gets it and breaks his bat and hits it right at the bag. If he hits it 3 steps to the right or 3 steps to the left, you don't turn 2 on Trey Turner. No. It's right at the bag, man. So, I mean, kudos to Adam. 95 pitches. He battled. It was a great night. It was fun watching him. Go ahead, CY.
That was such a gutsy 3-2 curveball right there. That bat before he threw a 3-2 curveball and walked the guy. So you get into that situation again, you're like, man, he spit on the first 2 curveballs I threw this at bat. He's seeing my curveball. I can't miss out of the zone with this because he won't swing at it, and I can't walk a run in. So to be able to come in that situation, trust your stuff, it just shows that you're tested and proven in those type of situations, and you don't let the situation get too big for you.
He only made one mistake, and it was a curveball that he threw to Justin Turner, and he sent it over the wall. And Justin, after the big win, caught up with their own Lauren Gardner.
Well, Justin, win or go home between 2 storied franchises with a lot of postseason experience. How would you describe this feeling right now?
Unbelievable. What a game. What a finish. Just got to tip our hats to our bullpen, who've been our backbone all year, keeping us in the game all night long, giving CT a chance to come up with that big swing. That was awesome. And wasn't that bat by Belly right there, staying in the zone, drawing the 2-out walk, stealing a couple bases. Wow, incredible.
And I have given a bat there for you earlier in the game. When did you know that ball was gone?
I knew I got it pretty good right when I hit it. So he left the curveball up in the zone, put a good swing on it, and yeah, that felt good.
You've been part of some huge postseason wins over the course of your career. How does this one compare?
Yeah, I mean, elimination game, walk-off homer, it doesn't get any better than that. So, man, couldn't be more happy for CT. What a year. He'd been grinding a little bit the last month, and that's just a huge swing right there.
Yeah, a complete team win. We saw a little bit of everything in this game. What does this say about your club and the message that you're sending to the rest of the teams in the postseason?
We're ready. We're ready to play. We're ready to win games. We can win games in so many different ways, and you saw it again tonight.
Now on to San Francisco. We know what you guys have done against them throughout the season. What sort of redemption is at stake?
Yeah, it's going to be a great series. They play us tough
all year long. So we're looking forward to getting out there. We're going to enjoy this one first, and then we'll head up there and take care of business up there.
Who are you just waving to?
My wife, she's up there, yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, say hi to everyone at home, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Hey, everyone, go Dodgers.
Oh, Mr. Dodger right now, everyone loves him in Los Angeles for good reason. Most postseason home runs as a third baseman ever.
That was a question of them bringing him back this year. Remember that? You know, he came up with a big knock. He's a big part of this whole group, the glue of this group that they got running right now.
Coming into tonight, in 15 postseason series, he's got an OPS of 899.
Is that good?
That's amazing. And this guy, no matter how old he is, if he wants to come back, the Dodgers need to go, yeah, you'll play third base. We're good. He's been clutch for them for years.
He's clutch. He's a leader in that clubhouse. And I think Wainwright was a great matchup for him today. He's a guy who can really sit back, slow the game down, and hammer breaking balls all day long. So I thought it was a perfect matchup for him.
And you said it. I mean, when he hung him the breaking ball, I was like, don't throw Turner a breaking ball. He hits sliders and curveballs as good as anybody in the league. And that's because that leg kick allows him to read it.
Yeah.
And he's been great ever since he made that adjustment.
There's so much to talk about. I do want to have a convo about Kenley Jansen's big night and how this bodes well for him and his relevance in that bullpen compared to last year going forward in this series.
He had some life on the ball.
Oh, my goodness. Punching out Tyler O'Neill's been red hot. But I want to hear from Tyler O'Neill's manager, Mike Schilt, following his 3-1 loss in the NL wildcard game. He's at the dais about to address the media right now. Let's listen in.
It was a heck of a baseball game. Everybody got a chance to watch. Two really good teams going at each other. Hard fought the whole way. You know, no quarter was taken, no quarter was given, really. Yeah, it was, you know, I mean, I can capture the whole game if you want, but just in general, you know, hard fought game. You know, dangerous guys on both sides. Kept them at bay, kept us at bay, and then, you know, one swing of the bat dictated the night. Yeah, I mean, you know, listen, it was a part of it. You know, Gio, we wanted him in the middle part of the order, double switched him in, came out and had a nail issue that prevented him from going back out. So, you know, appreciate the way he went through the 8th. Again, heart of the order, came in, just, you know, it's been a recurring thing with some of our guys. And so we sent him back out knowing he wasn't going to pitch. And then we know they're going to burn, we make them burn a guy with the Lux. And, you know, we got McFarland in there, keep him in the ground. You know, it's uncomfortable bats. We know they're going to go to Albert and Souza. But we wanted a guy that's going to, you know, be around the plate and on the plate. Got through those two guys, and you know, Bellinger got away from us. And at that point, you know, it's not a Taylor's really good against lefties. He's not a guy that's on the ground a lot. You know, we got a guy with swing and miss stuff. We got a guy that, you know, a little higher strikeout against righties. So we got, you know, we got an advantage. First couple of sliders were, you know, really good. You know, swings we were expecting, and then he got one he could put a swing on. That was the game.
Next question. Mike, what's the feeling like for Alex right now, who's had such a great year coming back and was so strong for you for so much of the season? I'm
sure, you know, I mean, look, we got a clubhouse full of guys that are hurting, Alex included. You know, this team didn't come here just to play. This team come here to win and move on and take down our 12th World Championship. So,